Eddie Anayo, Director at Homeland Itoya Events, and Harriet Okach. Say hi to our dignitaries. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Shaking our dignitaries' hands. KCB battling hard, winning 5 out of 6 at the 2025 SportPesa National 7th Circuit. 12-5 being the final whistle. The Dala 7th trophy will be awarded to the captain. Biggie joining to award the winning team from SportPesa, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be walking away with 100,000 shillings. Biggie from SportPesa will be joining our dignitaries. Biggie from the front. Biggie. Aya Santi.
All right, I'd like to ask the Deputy Governor, Ray Orlando from Orlando and Orare Advocates. Afadhali, I'd like for you to join into the picture for the trophy. Madam Chair and Deputy Governor, naomba tafadhali muende mchukue the trophy. Chair and Deputy Governor, naomba mchukue the trophy, and they'll be giving the trophy to the captain of the KCB side, Dr. Matthew Owili, Deputy Governor Kisumu County, and Chairperson Harriet Okach, awarding the winning team of Dala 7s. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, KCB! Many thanks, KCB. I'd like to ask the dignitaries to remain on stage. The dignitaries, Harriet, naomba you remain with the rest of our dignitaries. All right. KCB tafadhali, let's clear off the stage. Dignitaries, naomba mbaki. The dignitaries, Gabi, remain on stage. KCB. Champions, KCB Asanteni, we leave from the other side. Our dignitaries, KCB. Aya kidogo tu hapa kando. There you go, showing off the Dala 7s trophy and the check of 100,000 shillings for winning Dala 7s. Thank you so much, KCB. There you have it, KCB, asanteni sana. Thank you. I'd like to ask our dignitaries to get back on stage. KCB, All right, I'd like to ask Eddie, Daktari Oluga, our PS, His Excellency the Deputy Governor Matthew, Chairperson Gabriel, and Chairperson Harriet Okach, tafadhali get back on stage to award. And of course, I'd like to ask Mark Mugisha from Tusker, and Willis from Sport Pesa to kindly make their way to join our dignitaries to award the Sport Pesa overall winners, men's category. The two gentlemen joining in, our sponsors, Sport Pesa and Tusker, Willis from Sport Pesa and Mark Mugisha of Tusker. Ladies and gentlemen, your overall winners, men's category, KCB. They pick their medals, ladies and gentlemen. They go shake our dignitaries' hands, celebrating their win. Second time on the podium. And befitting to have the Deputy Governor, Kisumu County, Dr. Matthew Owili, and our PS Health, Dr. Oluga. All right. Once again, I'd like to request this time round, Deputy Governor and Willis Ojuang tafadhali come forward, receive the overall trophy. Our sponsor, Sport Pesa, and Deputy Governor Matthew Owili, Daktari Ayabas captain, to receive the overall trophy. It's heavy, gentlemen, for the hard work, the biggest trophy being handed over to the captain, Vincent Onyala, Bob Mohati, everybody else at KCB. Ladies and gentlemen, your Sport Pesa overall winners, KCB. For the dummy check. Captain to hold back. Willis to Endembele. KCB ready for that jiggle, that dance. Ladies and gentlemen, KCB! The captain will receive 300,000 shillings from Willis Ojuang for the overall win of the Sport Pesa National Sevens Circuit. Our dignitaries joining in. Leading from the front, Deputy Governor PS Oluga. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bono PS. All right, KCB there, posing with the overall winner indicator. Ladies and gentlemen, they are showing off their medals, the 2 trophies for a job well done. Players to remain behind. The players only for that photo moment. Bob Muhati, join in. It's time to show off the silverware and what they've won. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be awarding the runners-up of the Division 1 category. Dr. Omar Oluga PS will be ready to award. Thank you so much, KCB. We're trying to rush the rain, gentlemen. We're trying to rush the rain. Santeni sana KCB. All right. I'd like to ask Dr. PS Oluga to come forward to join in the award of Dr. PS Oluga in shape. They are ready to award, ladies and gentlemen, your runners-up, the Strathmore Leos, Division 2. Yeah, PS Oluga, Eddie Anayo, wherever you are, to furtherly join the Chairman Kisumu Rugby and the Deputy Governor. Not that one, not that one. The Deputy Governor, Matthew, join in. All right, picking their medals are the Strathmore Leos. Mike Mushemi to join in. The Vice Chairman, Kenya Rugby, Bwana Moses Ndale. The Vice Chair, Bwana Moses Ndale, to join in the award ceremony for the runners-up of the overall SportPesa National 7th Circuit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask Eddie and PS Oluga to furtherly come forward, receive the trophy. The SportPesa team, get ready to join in. All right. There you have Eddie and I of Homeland Itoya Events and PS Omar Oluga. And from SportPesa will be joining in. From SportPesa, Mike Mshemi, Eddie, SportPesa here to join in. Mike Mshemi from SportPesa with 150,000 shillings. PS Oluga and Eddie Anayo and Mike Mshemi from SportPesa. Ladies and gentlemen, your runners-up, the Strathmore Leos. All right, thank you so much, Dr. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you so much, Eddie. And many thanks Mike Mshemi from Sport Pesa. All right, thank you so much, Mike Mshemi. We'd like to thank our PS, Omar Oluga, Daktari, Governor, Deputy Governor Matthew Owili. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for the awards so far. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Gabi Ayimba leading the celebration. Let's hear it for the Strathmore. Well done, gentlemen. Thank you so much, Strathmore. We now proceed, ladies and gentlemen, to the second runners-up men's category. I'd like to ask a representative from Sport Pesa, Julius Oko, Kenya Rugby Union Honorable Secretary Ray Orlando, and Tuskers Christine Kariuki, and also the Vice Chairperson Kenya Rugby, Bwana Moses Ndale. Ladies and gentlemen, joining in will be Christine Kariuki from Tusker. Ladies and gentlemen, your Sport Pesa's second runners-up men's category, making their way to the award ceremony, the Menengai Oilers. Will be awarded a check from Sport Pesa, our overall sponsor, and responsible of this award ceremony from Sport Pesa will be Julius Oko. Oilers, position yourselves behind our guests. They receive a check signaling 100,000 shillings for coming in third. Ladies and gentlemen, the Menengai Oilers. And the dignitaries, Bwana Moses Ndale from Tusker, Christine Kariuki from Sport Pesa, Julius Oko. Thank you so much. They will receive the trophy. Bwana Moses Ndale awarding Eric Ogutu, the captain, or is it John Okoth? John Okoth. Diego. Coming back from injury, leading his side to a third place finish on the Sport Pesa National 7th Circuit. Congratulations, thank you so much, Bwana Moses Ndale. Time now for the Division 2 Dala Sevens. I'd like to ask a representative from SportPesa, Tusker, and the Kenya Rugby. Kiza Mpisi will be representing Tusker, in charge of Tusker Sports. Daktari Joshua Roni. Daktari Joshua Roni. Joining in, Kiza Mpisi from Tusker Sports. They will be awarding the winner of the Division 2 category. Ladies and gentlemen, the Zetec Oaks. With so many prizes to give. Big thank you to all our corporate sponsors. Thank you so much from Kenya Rugby and of course Dala Sevens. You have walked the journey with Kisumu RC, SportPesa being our overall circuit sponsor, and Tusker who have been with us all the way. You shake your hand, you go right, and then you go behind our dignitaries. You position yourselves ready for that photo. The Division 2 winners. All right, I'd like to ask the SportPesa crew to be ready to give Henry Kibe from SportPesa the check to signal the 50,000 shillings being received by the captain, Anderson Odor. His face lights up, 50,000 shillings in the bag for the boys. Ladies and gentlemen, a job well done and a prize well earned. 50,000 shillings going to the Zetec Oaks. Ladies and gentlemen, your Division 2 winners, the Zetec Oaks. Cabral Sugar, wherever you are. Cabral Sugar FC, wherever you are, proceed to the award ceremony. Asante sana Daktari. Get into the picture, Daktari. Joining in is the Kenya Rugby Treasurer, Daktari Joshua Roni, Kibe from SportPesa, and Kezam PC of Tusker Sports. Asante sana to the trio. Before they leave, Kiza, kuja hapa tafadhali. Kibe kuja. Kiza, come pick the trophy. You'll give it to our Division 2 winners. The two individuals, Tusker and SportPesa, combining to award our Division 2 winners. Captain, to receive the trophy from SportPesa and Tusker. Ladies and gentlemen, the Division 2 winners, the Zetec Oaks. Thank you so much to the duo. Asante sana Kiza. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the Zetech Oaks. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, all right, runners-up men, Division 1. Ondieki, Eric Ondieki, I'd like to ask Kenya Rugby Union Honorary Secretary to make his way onto the stage. Raymond Orlando will be awarding the runners-up of the men's category, Dala Sevens. Ray. Ondieki and Ray get on stage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your runners-up team at the Dala Sevens 2025, Cabras, Sugar, RFC. Narrowly, Masindege from Sport Pesa tafadhali join the award ceremony. She'll be on hand. The check and the cash to give to the runners-up, the captain. Captain to get ready. Captain. The captain to come to the front. Masindege. Ladies and gentlemen, they walk away with 50,000 shillings, courtesy of Sport Pesa. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our runners-up, Cabras, Sugar, RFC. Masindege there, thank you so much. Asante sana Masi, Ray Orlando, and of course, Eric Ondieki.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Thank you so much. Congratulations. All right. We'd like to award our bronze medalists at the Dala Sevens. I'd like to ask John from Orlando and Orari Advocates and Sheila Wanyanga of Amara to kindly make their way onto the stage to award the third place team of the 2025 Dala Sevens. To join in, Celeste Jane from Sport Pesa. Celeste, Celeste Jane. That is John from the Orlando and Orare Advocates, sponsors of Kisumu Rugby. Ladies and gentlemen, your third place team are Dala Sevens, the Menengai Oilers. Players line up right behind our guests. Celeste, naomba ukujie check. Players tafadhali line up behind our dignitaries. Where Diego? Diego, nyuma ya our dignitaries, the others. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they'll receive 25,000 shillings. Awarding will be Celeste Jane from Sport Pesa. And joining in, John from the Orlando and Orare Advocates, and Sheila Wanyanga from Amara. Amara giving away gift hampers to our winning sides, both Division 1 and Division 2. Asante sana to the Amara crew, our official grooming partner of the Kenya Rugby Union. Thank you so much. I'll now ask our dignitaries to leave the stage as the captains and the players thank you so much, John, Asante sana Sheila, and Celeste from Sport Pesa. Time now, ladies and gentlemen, for the MVP Division 1. And I'd like to ask Winnie from Safari Link. Winnie from Safari Link. Safari Link, a partner of Dala Sevens 2025. Will be awarding this prize, and this prize, ladies and gentlemen, has something to come with it. A return ticket to fly on Safari Link, courtesy of Safari Link. Ladies and gentlemen, your MVP Division 1 Dala Sevens from the KCB Rugby, Elvis Olukusi. Saldido, please join the award ceremony with the check. That is the Tujiamini. Wait a minute. All right, Elvis Olukusi will be going home with the Tujiamini Bronze Award, going in to shake the hand of Saldido from Sport Pesa, Winnie from Safari Link. Ladies and gentlemen, your MVP from KCB, Elvis Olukusi. Thank you so much, Elvis. Congratulations. The next award Thank you so much. Congratulations, Elvis Olukwesi. Time now, ladies and gentlemen, to award the Division 1 top point scorer. I'd like to ask a representative from the AAR Healthcare. AAR Healthcare. And to join the AAR Healthcare will be Joshua Roni, Treasurer, Kenya Rugby. Daktari Joshua Roni. Daktari Joshua Roni. If Daktari is not close enough, get ready for the award. That would be Kenya Rugby Union CEO Thomas Odundo. Kidogo tu tio, kidogo tu. Ladies and gentlemen, your top point scorer, I'd like to ask from wherever he is, from the Catholic monks, Philip Walukana. From the Catholic monks, Philip Walukana. Tio, I'd like to ask the CEO Kenya Rugby to get on stage. Morgan Gumi will receive the top point scorer on behalf of Philip Walukana. There you go, Morgan Gumi, representing Philip Walukana of the Catholic monks, receiving that top point scorer from the CEO Kenya Rugby, Thomas Odundo. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the award of the top try scorer, Division 1. I'd like to ask Raymond Orlando, Secretary, Kenya Rugby. Raymond Orlando. Bwana Ray Orlando, wherever you are, join us. Ndio hiyo. Honorary Secretary, Kenya Rugby. They'll be joined by AAR Healthcare. All right, kidogo tu, Secretary. Kidogo tu. Huyo anapigwa picha, then we proceed. Philip Walukana, ladies and gentlemen, your top point scorer at the Sport Pesa National 7th Circuit, Dala 7th. Congratulations, Philip. All right, Ray Orlando and a representative from AAR, tafadhali get on stage to award the top try scorer. Ladies and gentlemen, a tie, 7 tries each from the Menengai Oilers. Dennis Abukuse from Masinde Muliro. Tyson Juma. There you go, Tyson, join in the picture. Tyson, join. They tied 7 tries apiece. And there goes his gift hamper and medal tucked in. Ladies and gentlemen, your top try scorers, Dennis Abukuse and Tyson Juma. A gift hamper courtesy of AAR. Sharing the podium, 7 tries, a total of 14 scored by the 2. Congratulations, asanteni sana. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask Paul Okongo from Kisumu and a representative from the AAR Healthcare. Ladies and gentlemen, your MVP Division 2 Dala Sevens from the Z-Tech Oaks, Brian Ondego. Polo Kongo, tafadhali pick the MVP award. Polo Kongo, part of Kisumu Rugby, the history, long-time servant of the club, and now awarding the MVP Division 2. Saldido from Sport Pesa, ladies and gentlemen, to get ready to give the bronze. Thank you so much, Paul. Asante sana. The bronze award, the Tujiamini bronze award, goes to Brian Ondego. He walks away with 10,000 shillings. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Ondego. Thank you so much, Saldido.